always do that shit, but there's nobody in there. Excuse me. COVID. Wednesday, January 6th, 2021. I was getting my dick sucked when the Capitol was attacked. Nah, I'm just playing. Got your attention though, right? No. I was actually at work, and it was kind of weird. Like, it was, oh, first, let me apologize. I'm just, Wednesday, January 6th really fucked me up. I ain't gonna front. Because mainly from November to January, for the last 2 years, I'm in a bad space. I ain't gonna lie. No bullshit. My mother's birthday is November 17th. The week after that, Thanksgiving. Her favorite holiday was Christmas. And then she passed in January. So it's like, my favorite person in the whole wide world isn't here on her birthday. And it's like Thanksgiving. She would always, she didn't care about Thanksgiving. She, Macy's Day Parade, that was her shit. Other than that, she was like, if you don't eat dinner here, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. She wouldn't say I wouldn't give a fuck, but you understand. She, but I never went to anybody's house Thanksgiving. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm gonna stay crib side. She's like, damn. So she always had to cook every Thanksgiving. I won. Winning. So, yeah, it was just like, Christmas was her favorite holiday. She loved Christmas. Like, Christmas was the Christmas. Because of her. Shit. My mic adjusting skills was so that shit ain't work. But so then it's like January 13th, she went into hospice care. OCD is a bitch. And I probably was awake from 7 days. I was probably awake maybe about 5 of them. Maybe, yeah. Like, I know from like Sunday at 6 in the morning, January 13th to January 15th, I might have got about an hour sleep collectively. But no, when the Capitol was attacked, I was at work. And for those that are old enough to remember, 9/11, it had that air to it, didn't it? Like, it just felt like that. I remember my dad, I only had one class that day at Morgan State University. The Bears. And I remember my dad knocked on my door. Scooby, you turn the TV on. There's planes flying in the buildings and shit. For those who know my dad, that's spot on. And I turned my television on and second plane hit the tower. I was like, oh, the fuck? And I remember catching the bus going to school, and it was just like, nobody had no fucking phone with a internet on it. So we all had flip phones and shit. Nokia 8360s, whatever, 8630s or some shit like that. But everybody was huddled around on the Kelvin TV lounge like, what the fuck? But Wednesday was different. It had that same air, like everybody's on their phone, you're walking by people's desks like, yo, what's going on now? And it's just like, no one, I know 4 people got killed. the one chick from the Air Force, 14-year veteran. And it's like, you chose a dark path. You know, I feel sorry for her husband or something and everything, but end of the day, it's kind of some goofy shit. And it's kind of weird. Random ass thoughts, right? StarSpangled Banner was written during Francis Scott Key in September 14th, 1814, during the war in 1812. And they said August 1814 was the last time that the capital was, attacked. And that was by the British. War of 1812 was some shit. It was like Native Americans fighting each other, and some Spanish motherfuckers and colonizers, and yeah, them people. Niggas was like, what? Silence is compliance. I gotta pick this cotton. Fuck y'all fighting for. But no, and it's crazy. So Francis Scott Key wrote Star-Spangled Banner, which became our national anthem in 1931 or some shit. Colin Kaepernick, in his stand for, injustices and the police brutality and stuff like that, he starts taking a knee during the national anthem. He gets deemed unpatriotic. Even though he told him it wasn't anything about the military or nothing like that, Donald Trump was just like, "Wah, blah." I'm like, you're just mad because you tried to buy the Buffalo Bills and they were like, nah. But do your research, it's true. But then these guys from Arkansas and all types of little, I love America, them motherfuckers, they sieged, they just stormed the Capitol, and they got called patriots by Donald Trump's daughter. Like, what? Patriots? Like, they knew this shit was going to happen. Because they were talking about it on Tuesday. Like, oh, some shit going down, when Trump's going to hold people going to be there, blah, blah, blah. You saw the motherfuckers with the shirts made. Come on now. Civil War. Really? Funny thing is, though, like, black people were safe. There was a movie called Rising Sun. Wesley Snipes, Sean Connery, rest in peace. 2020 loss, man. And I think Wesley Snipes he said some shit like, poor black neighborhoods are like the last refuge in America or some shit like that. It was just because some Japanese guys were chasing them. And watch the movie, it's a good movie. But that's true, because if anyone saw the video, the Trump people, they were parking their car when they were ready to, go down to the Capitol. Some older black dudes like, don't fucking park a car on the block. He's like, yeah, the car ain't gonna have no tires on them when they get back. And shit like that, like, they're not gonna come to the black neighborhoods, the Proud Boys and all the other guys. So we got our guns, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't think you're gonna come to this neighborhood. There are about 85 unregistered firearms within a block radius. Real goofy. But and then when people didn't get shot, it was kind of weird. It was just like, I don't want anybody to get bodied, but it's just like, yo, if somebody looked like me doing that. And it's weird though, because my white friends are dope. They're all white, and they know they're white. They don't, there's nothing like, they're like, yeah, I like this kind of rock and roll, this, that, and the third. They know they're white. They understand life, what it's like to be a human being. And they all grew up in like diverse type neighborhoods. Because when I moved to Maryland, that's when I got like cool with white people. I went to Catholic school when I was younger. And, my best friend in elementary school was white. His dad was a doctor, his mom was a nurse. They even had like adopted a couple of kids, and one of them was black. I would say his name, but I don't know who's gonna watch this. People like, that is not a nigga's name. DM me and I'll tell you the name. No. So it's just like, I went to Catholic school, so it's just like, but I hate is taught. I don't care what anybody says. Hate is taught. Because if you look at just any little playground in a little diverse type neighborhood, little 2 to 4-year-olds, them motherfuckers just running around. They don't know what they're doing. There's no game to it. They're just running around. They don't know, when they get in the car, it's just like, no, you see the ones, don't fuck with them. So hate is taught. Innocence is pure. Like, the kids don't know any better. So, it's just, so the Columbia people I knew when I moved to Maryland, it was like I knew Catholic school, kids, white privilege wasn't a thing we said back then. That was the 80s. Everybody was doing cocaine and crack. I wasn't. Right? Anyways, no. So we, Catholic schools, everybody had the thing. Then I went to middle school, 6th and 7th grade. That's when I really saw poor white trash. Right? It's like, oh shit, y'all. There are white people that aren't like the ones on television. Ain't that a bitch? Okay, all right, let's go. That's what's up. Learn something new every day. Then I moved to Maryland. Where did I move to in Maryland? Columbia, Maryland. I'm pretty sure. I think I said that before somewhere. Columbia, Maryland. Cool place. I met some people I call brothers to this day. Real talk. Because out there, like, even those ones that, like, people that went to elementary school out there, they were born in Columbia and they just grew up there. It's dope because, like, the white kids, they know they're white, but their best friends are black. Because hate just wasn't on their parents' plate. They didn't get taught that shit. Like, no, we just grew up together. It is what it is. I'm a black person. I know I'm black. I live in the suburbs. It is what it is. Like Carlton, y'all remember the episode of Fresh Prince? What you think? Because I have a butler, I'm not down? Shit like that. But, they were all very cool, and I appreciate and love all of the ones that I met out there that were born and raised in Columbia. But I'll tell you, the greatest people to stand up for their black friends are white people. Like, have you ever been in some shit and a white person sees that? And you see the way, if you never had a white friend and you see how they talk to the cops, you missed out on some shit. Like, I'm talking like motherfuckers is cops jammed us up and niggas like, what the fuck you doing to my friends? The fuck? Over there like, oh shit, niggas just go to jail tonight. We're like, oh, okay, that shit working? Yeah, talk. Oh shit. Fuck that guy, man. Fuck pig. Like, I'm not gonna front. Like, I got the speech maybe when I was like 8, and my godfather was on the police force, and it was still like I I got the speech. Like, you're a black boy in America. Be respectful. But I mean, to this day, I'm not gonna say that all the stuff was, like when some people get fucked up by the cops, like, yo, if you don't have anything to hide, yo, I'm like, everybody pull their phones out now and shit. Like, I'm gonna comply and be on my way. Like, I ain't got time for that shit. Why you bothering me? Like, nah, everybody, there's no need to put the phone out. I'm like, oh, cool, what's my name? You need, no, I'm not the nigga that you think robbed the bank. No, here we go. Here's my, yep, all right, cool. But if you see me get fucked up by a cop, go ahead and record that so we get that check. I'll get you 20%. Yeah. But, I feel like the weight has been lifted. I didn't really say nothing this whole time. It was I'm just talking to you, man. But yeah, until next time when I got some content, maybe a skit. We got me and my man Styles, got some shit coming. Be ready. That's all I'm gonna say. Be ready. All right. I'm gonna put the link in the joint again in the comments somewhere in the bio. I don't know if it works like that, but yeah, some shit so y'all can copy our Luminous Mind brand joint. Love y'all. Peace.